In today's project, I am making a Lotus Fold journal. It's just a tiny one that we're going to use for Valentine's Day as a little bit of fun. So if you'd like to see how this works, stick around. What you'll need are some square pieces of paper. So I've cut these squares 14 by 14 centimeters so that I can get two from each A4 page with a little bit of scrap left over that I can use for another project. And you're going to take each of these pages and you're going to fold it over in half one way and line it up. You can use your fingernail, or if you have a bone folder or the end of a pair of scissors, you can use either to give it a crease. So you're going to crease, making a cross, and then you're just going to take one side across to make a triangle. Line that up, give that a crease. And you're not going to do the other way, you're just going to do that one time. And what that will allow you to do is, if you open it up like so, and you fold these triangles in on themselves like this, you can tuck them in and make this sort of fold. They're kind of that. I remember making origami leapfrogs, and it was kind of that same thing. All right, so that one's done. You go ahead and you do that with as many pieces of paper that you'd like within the journal. So I have got, what have I got? I've got 6. So I'm going to do 6 in mine. So it's going to be a really long one. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these, and then we'll talk about how we're going to put those together. So I have my pieces of paper. Now I've decided to stick with 5. This one didn't fold very well, and I think it's going to work better with an odd number anyway. So you grab one of your pieces and the other, and you could put them together like this, but we're not going to do that. We are going to turn it so that it opens out on this side towards you and facing down on the other. And we're going to join those two squares, and I'm going to join them with double-sided tape, because it's going to make this process a little bit faster. If you want to, you can use glue, but I'm trying to put this together quite quickly, so I'm going to use some double-sided. So like I said, that one's down, this one goes up. So line it up carefully so it matches up with that square. Okay, and then the next one, you want that to open down. So you're going to put that square on that one there. Okay, so let's put that one there. Okay, so that one goes on that one like so. Oops. Did I line that up very well? I don't think I did. Hang on. Take that off very carefully. I might go the other way around. Some of my folding might have been a little off, but anyway. Okay. So you can see when we start to pull this apart, we have that up and down. So now that this one's facing down, the next one we want to have facing up. Okay, just making sure I've got that round the right way. Double checking. Those two on each other. There we go. And then the next one, we want that to be facing down. All right, now fold all these bits in together, and you have got the inside part of your book. Now we need the outside. So for this, I have 2 pieces of thicker card at 7.5 by 7.5 centimeters that we're going to decorate up, and they're going to become the ends of our book. So they're going to sit on this one here and this one here. So to decorate the ends of my book, I'm going to use this pretty heart paper because I'm making this in the theme of Valentine's Day. So I'm going to turn that over because it does have a white side on the end, on the other side. And I'm going to load these up with a bit of glue this time. And it just so happened that I had a bit of scrap card, which will make perfect of spreading this glue out so that we don't have too much as we put it on the paper. I might keep that handy because we might use that to do the sides. So flip these over, giving yourself enough space around the outside in order to be able to cut the paper. And we're just going to fold those corners in. We're going to do a little bit of a book fold on those and glue those pieces. So let me grab my other pair of scissors. To the side, and now we want to make sure that we can fold these ones over. So we are going to cut a little bit. You're going to leave a little bit there on the corner as you cut. You don't want to go too close to the corner because otherwise you're not going to be able to fold the paper over and get a nice clean edge. And it doesn't matter that these are uneven because they are going to have the red card sort of covering them. All right, so we've got that one there. I'm just going to use some of this leftover glue that was on that page and fold that over. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just add a little bit more this time. I'm still going to use the same process of spreading it out with my card. And you'll notice that these two bits have got a little bit of overlap, so just pinch them down. You can even use your fingernail or the bone folder, it doesn't matter. And then bring that across. And that'll give you a nice neat fold on the corners. So again on this side. See that I've got a little bit there, a tiniest bit there. I probably didn't leave enough, but that's okay. Just pinch and then bring that across. Actually, that was fine. Look at that. And that is one of our ends. So I'm going to do the same with the other. Can't find the baby wipes. Face cloth will do. There we are. Now I can attach these to either end of the book. So I'm going to have a look. Okay, I quite like that one, like so. So onto here, I'm going to apply a bit of glue. And add my hearts. Which way would I like it? I think I like the pink one up. So applying that right in the middle. And then turning that over, and I'm going to apply that one on this side here like so. So you line it up with the other one at the very base. I could have put in a ribbon, which I probably should have done, but it doesn't matter. You know what? It's not too late. All right. Pink ribbon, so I'll give it quite a length. And out this side as well, we can always cut it off later. There we go. So I'll just reapply a little bit more glue underneath that ribbon. And a little bit more glue over the top. This is still really sticky. So let's place that back down on top. There we go. That's better. So now you'll have the capacity to be able to tie that off once everything's dried up. Now for some decorating. I'm determined to keep using this particular kit so that I'm not wasting any of it. And I quite like the stickers that come with these ones. Yeah, that might work. Or I'll leave that for another project. I didn't quite like that, and you're okay to change your mind. Let's do the little bird. And the little bird is going to be... So I usually spend some time changing my mind on the fly, and I decided that I'd take one of these little sentences and just chop it up and put it on the front as the sentiment on the front. I wonder if I can use one of these a little bit with a little heart. Might use some of the stronger glue for that one. Try not to get it everywhere, which I managed to do successfully most times. That's plenty of ribbon there for that one, so that's good. Okay, like it when a plan comes together. I am going to use some of this glossy accent. I'm going to go over some of the hearts and the little bird just to give that a pop. But before I do that, the main purpose of this was to show you how to make a little bit of a different type of book. And when you open it up, okay, you get a book that sort of opens up with all these different sections in it on both sides. And what you can do is you can decorate and write little messages on all those pieces, or draw some things, however you want to do it. And then it all collapses back into a special journal. So this is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish this with some glossy accents and then do a bit of Mod Podge over the top of the cover, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So here it is complete. You can see that there is some dimension on some of those elements where I did use the glossy accents. So that's what this is here. And then I went over it in Mod Podge. Once that had dried, I put a layer of Mod Podge over the top. So it does have a bit of a glossy sheen to it. And on the reverse, I didn't use any of the glossy accents, so it's just plain. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today in how to make a fun little book that you can give away as a gift or a present. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.